What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, bet y'all don't ride for me. Ain't it demonic how the news make a piece of shit look iconic? How ironic, if the ratings go up, so does the profits. You can change the station, but they're reading from the same script. White man gunned down by police, ain't nobody play that clip. No one gave a shit. I won't get no famous case. I won't get no downtown monument where they paint my face. I won't get no NFL jersey spot that say my name. Oh, that's right, since I'm white, the situation ain't the same. Black lives matter, Asian lives matter, Spanish lives matter. Ain't allowed to say Caucasian lives matter. Why? That don't fit the narrative. That will mean equality. Truth in the mainstream media.
If y'all can't see past what he's saying and thinking that he's coming from a point of saying white lives matter and oh no, if I got shot nobody would care for me, nobody, y'all not seeing the message. You're not getting the bigger picture. He's pretty much talking about how the news companies, the media, how they portray shit in the media on purpose to incite certain things. But like he said, they're not about to say that a white man got gunned down on nothing because they want to feel the race war. That's why he mentioned black, Asian. Let's say Mexican. That's why he mentioned those, because it's true. If that's mentioned in the news, everybody's gonna riot. Everybody's gonna be pissed off. Everybody's gonna be, let's fuck up our favorite chicken joint. And then afterwards, hey man, let's get some chicken. Maybe we set that bitch on fire. Damn. Like it's just a racket. And all he's trying to say is they're not gonna put everything in the news far as, oh, white cop gunned down white male. Because like he said, that wouldn't fit the narrative. And that would mean things are equal and fair. I just like the bigger picture he's painting here. I know it had to be a bigger picture if he got Mesus on the track. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not gonna say anything to them.
Black lives matter, Asian lives matter, Spanish lives matter. Ain't allowed to say Caucasian lives matter. Why? That don't fit the narrative. That will mean equality. Truth in the mainstream media, that's mythology. Never using my people, your people, good people, poor people. Either we wake up or they gon' keep on using more people. I tried to warn people, supply them the truth. If the victim was me, y'all wouldn't ride. What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, bet y'all don't ride for me. This is so exhausting, way the news talking. It's like black folks only ones dead in coffins. Black on black ain't a tragedy, huh? Guess news cameras ran out of batteries, huh? Live by the gun, die by the gun. When it happens in the hood, y'all ain't saying none. But soon as that trigger finger white, y'all be tearing shit up on the same night. Say I ain't right, say I ain't white, let's say that I'm black. Get pulled over, try to run away and scrap, reaching for the strap, but he get it first, so I slug him in the face at the same time that it bursts. Now I'm just another reason to write a name on a shirt, when the truth is I just got what I deserve. When you playing dumb games and you win a dumb prize, less it's whites killing blacks, they don't give a fuck who dies. When you gonna realize they just trying to divide us? Cause red, white, and blue, it's the colors that unite us. I'm getting sick and tired of the looting and the riots, when the truth is if I was dead, then y'all be dead silent. What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, bet y'all don't ride for me.
Bro, I wonder how many people missed the message and went straight. I wonder how many people missed the message and did straight exactly what they said the government wants to do and turned it into a race thing.
No comment.
Comment.
I don't think I would agree at all.
Well, what?
I don't agree with how they deliver their message. I hear what they're saying. I don't agree with how they deliver it. And I think that every time I hear one of anything he's on, the things you play, I don't agree with how they deliver their message as white people, period. I just don't.
As white people?
As white people,
so you
I
feel
do
like
not
they were
agree with
speaking
the way.
for all white people.
Okay, maybe not necessarily that, but as far as the way, I don't know. Personally, I don't know. With a half mixed daughter, I don't like the way they deliver their message. I understand where they're coming from as far, like, and you know me, I'm big. I grew up in the black community mainly, but I still feel like they're speaking on some shit that they just need to leave it alone. A little bit. I don't know. It would take a long time to dissect my true feelings on it.
Well, that's where I would have to disagree because having a biracial child, there's a bigger picture.
I agree.
There's a bigger picture to what he's talking about,
back message,
which is why he had black cops with a white person.
But then I disagree with. Go ahead.
He's true.
Sorry.
He's right. He's right. It's not about what he wants you to see is that it's really not about race. It's what the government and the propaganda and how they're pushing it. It's not necessarily saying, "Oh, if a white person died, you wouldn't care." It's the fact that we would never hear about it. We would never hear about it. So we can't lose sleep.
I don't know.
On something that we won't hear about because it doesn't fit the narrative.
Right now.
No, I agree. If you listen to it straightforward, the way to deliver it comes off harsh. As far as like, oh, if I die, I wouldn't riot. But it's not talking about them specifically or just white. It's saying that it's not going to be reported by the news because of the narrative.
I agree.
The same way, which is true as a black man.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Though nobody care about the black on black crime, about the fact that the city we live in, we literally see black people take black lives daily, and that shit doesn't matter to the news.
I agree.
It gets put on the news station as 4 dead, 2 injured.
Right.
But then, like he's telling the truth, let fucking Officer Smith kill a fucking black kid.
I know.
It's all national
in my
news.
Heart of hearts.
It didn't even make national news.
Hold on,
that the Oregon district
I know.
had a mass shooting.
I know.
Where we lived in Ohio.
When at the time we lived literally a couple
probably 5 minutes
blocks away.
We had a mass shooting in like the adult district of like our city, like what, like 21 plus clubs. We had a mass fucking shooting. That shit wasn't national.
Right.
But in the same breath, just to compare it with what black on black crime I mentioned, at the same time, when I won't never put a name on it because you can't. I'm not gonna put. I'm not gonna put a situation on a race. I'm not gonna put a situation out there to be like, oh, but look. What I'm trying to say is the Oregon district didn't make it national, but every other mass shooting in a school, rest in peace to those souls, was put on the news because it runs for a certain agenda.
I completely agree with that statement. I agree with that part of their message. Part of me also, however, even knowing that fact that that's part of the government's plan to pit us all against each other, I agree to that. Mm-hmm. I still feel like, I don't know, maybe it's because I do watch black people struggle more. And it's just a fact, or just, and not even black people, just people of any color outside of the white race in America struggle a little bit harder. And I feel like it needs more exposure that they are struggling harder because of it. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm torn. I don't even know how to explain how I feel. Like, I really don't, because I'm torn between it, because I do understand.
No, you know what I'm saying? I completely know what you're saying, because a part of my being was just in my head.
Like, damn, the way they deliver it is kind of like, it comes off, like you said, it comes off a little harsh, right.
But I was
like,
able
they're
to
trying to be like, oh, look
dissect
at me, I'm white, and you don't care. That's what
it
shallowly comes across, that I know that's what they mean.
You're not deep enough to understand. Right. It was just, I was able to right then and there dissect everything they were saying.
Right.
Versus, like you said, you're going to have to take some time to suggested.
Right.
Which is understandable. I'm clipping and putting all this whole thing up because this is a beautiful conversation. Because most of the time, 10 times out of 10, someone's gonna get heated in an argument. We just don't. We both know we're the same and different people all in one.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that we want to listen to each other's side.
I think my problem is maybe it is just the delivery. I think that's what I'm setting on. Is maybe it's just a little bit of the delivery lines. I understand it fits the bill for like what message you're trying to get through. But as a white woman, and now a white woman with a mixed child who grew up in the black community, it feels like he's just speaking on some random shit.
It was Jiminy Cricket. He said, as a white man, this ain't something I'm a bump.
Yeah, no. That's funny. Yeah, no, I don't. Right, it's not something I'd be like, damn, I don't know. Maybe it's just like, I don't know.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
Oh.
I feel like it's I agree with like a message is saying that the government is putting this narrative in everybody's head, blah, blah, blah. I get that part.
Right.
Unfortunately, I just feel like we do have to broadcast some of the more racially triggering narratives because a lot of are ignorant and think it's only about this and that, and it's not. The problem is you still have to acknowledge that there is racism whether or not you agree with racism, and some people push so hard for like ignore color. Once you start ignoring color, then you start ignoring culture, and it's just a snowball effect, and then it's just gonna be problems from there. You can still acknowledge color without being racist, and I don't know, there's something.
God damn, I want to marry your ass. Oh wait,
I did.
You can't see me.
I don't know. It's just not that baby smiling as we're doing that. You see her smiling in her sleep right now.
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god.